Hello, 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 everybody. We are back once again with the Revolt Racing League Division 3 Week 8 first session of the Featherweight Carnival. We're here today with the R6 Turbo, our good buddy. And we're about to hop straight into it. So we've got no time to delay here, but I will pull up our current standings for Division 3 as we hop in. And one other thing is if I can get both of these things on the screen simultaneously somewhere with a little bit of maneuvering. This is a fun little mini game right here. Sorry, R6. So sorry, R6. You can also see the car and track list. He won't say anything, right? He won't say anything about it. He's fine. But we got the rookie, amateur, advanced, semi-pro, and pro all being represented today, but with a twist. So basically, if you choose a rookie, you start the race straight away. If you choose amateur, you have to wait 10 seconds before you start. Advanced, 25 seconds. Semi-pro, 40 seconds. Pro, 55 seconds. And they've got a plethora of cars to choose from. There are no pro stock cars that are below 2.5 kilograms or whatever weight Revolt uses to weigh their cars. So there will be no stock pros, but everything else is usable. I think we're still waiting on IP. We should have that shortly. But yeah, we've currently got Tova in the lead by 1 point over Kondrakov, 120 versus 119, and Kippy and Lopeska, who we've talked about time and time again, being previous Division 1 racers. They are getting shown up here by Tova and Kondrakov. And we'll see if it ends that way, or if maybe Kippy or Lopeska have some tricks up their sleeves. They've got 3 races left to prove themselves, if that's the case. I've got an IP. Got it. And let's hop straight in. Let me move everything like it was. Sorry about that, Mr. R6. I'm not sorry. I'm not even a little sorry about that. Cars have no feelings. You know what I mean? Sad to say. 1.2 kilograms max weight. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are already here in the lobby. Our track list was on the screen, but to tell y'all it further: Hospital 1 Lunar, Castle 2 Reverse, Skating Toys Redux, Holiday Camp California Edition, White Rose Chapel, Spa Vault 1, Botanical Garden EX, RV Temple, and Sakura to finish us off. We've only got one reverse track there at Castle 2 Reverse. Interesting list. I guess Lunar could technically be considered a reverse track. Oh. Amma's in the lobby, so I think I'll leave the talking to Amma for this one. We've got some chatters in the meantime. Kippy, Amma, G-Force, Pokers, welcome in. R6 Master Turbo, cheers. Cheers for that one. Got a bunch of Sprinter XLs in here, as has been pointed out. Other cars being raced. Kondrakov racing on that Indy B. So Kondrakov will be taking a, let's check back, 55-second penalty so that he can race on the Indy B. Quite the decision. Yeah, Amma, you're gonna handle everything, right? Because I don't, or do you want me to talk to Matrix, or you got it handled? I assume that's what the Oki is. Anyways, we've also got Sizzler, which I believe is a semi-pro. In fact, I can go ahead and pull up the car list here. Let's see. Okay, cool. So we've got Kippy on an amateur car. I think that's our only amateur. We've got one NDB, which is a pro. We got the Sizzler in semi-pro. Sizzler being chosen over Addion. Interesting. We've also got a couple Addions, Lopesca, Titan, both on the Addion. Now, what I'm interested to know is if people will be switching cars, or if they're just gonna they just got their comfort pick and they're just gonna use that. I'm not sure. So keep in mind, people choosing that semi-pro car. We've got Titan, Lopesca, Tova. They're all gonna have to wait 40 seconds at the start line before they can begin. As for the Sprinter XL users, they can just start right away. Titan going for the LA54 now. So I think, yeah, wait 2 minutes and then we'll hop straight in. This is our last pickups on session. So if you are a fan of pickups on sessions, this will be your last week to get your enjoyment. So make sure you're here Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Division 2 will be on Friday. I might not be able to make it Friday, so I need to talk about that, maybe with Amma, maybe something to consider, Amma. I don't think I'll be able to be here on Friday, but I might. No, I don't think I'll be able to. But I will be here on Saturday, so I'll be here for Division 1. I hate to miss another session. Yeah, I hate to miss another session. Friday, not the best day for me. Welcome in, Tovalska. Polish language issue. Well, fortunately, there are lots of Polish people in this lobby, I think, so they should be able to sort it out. Welcome in. We got Lopesca. Shaka. Indeed. Welcome in, Urak. Okay, so we'll be hopping in shortly. Majority of cars is that Sprinter XL. So we'll see how that pays off for the drivers. Everyone in that Sprinter XL will be able to start right when the race begins. Welcome in to the people just joining in. Welcome in Power 8. We've got an interesting set of rules. You'll see a lot of different car classes being represented here. And the reason for that is because there will be a delayed start. Actually, y'all should probably know that. But yeah, Titan just begins. Wait, Titan is on the LA54. And So, XD on that one, for sure. Titan cheating confirmed. Titan a confirmed cheater. You heard it here first. You saw it here first. So I'm going to take this moment to turn down my music a bit. Or are we continuing? Yeah, I think it's a re. I do think it's a re. Titan, check the rulebook. And you know what? If you just want to start at the start of the race, you can do that. Just pick one of the rookie cars. Okay, buddy? We're just going to pick the Sprinter XL, Roadstar, or Hotspot, and you can just start that race right when the race begins, buddy. Yeah, the what called out. He said, what? Matrix is our host for today. Amma is trying to tell Matrix what to do. I think we got it figured out, but... Are we continuing the race? Yes, we are restarting. We are restarting, indeed. Matrix has hide chat. Ah, classic. Look at the. Oh, I thought it was like flames, but it's what is this design? Well, anyways, we got quite an interesting Sprinter XL skin on our hands. But they are breaking away, the rookies, of course. Titans, stay still. Some people... Oh, no. This might just be a DQ. Honestly, I think we might just have to force Titan to just use a rookie car. Because there are rules to this shit. Believe it or not. Pardon my language. But you're not allowed to accelerate or repo or back up or reverse. So if this is a continued issue, we will take legislative action. So the semi-pro is just now beginning. It is Tova and Lopesca. Lopesca rather, with an early shockwave, gonna send his dueling mate a ways off. Let's see if he runs into that oil. He is gonna be able to dodge that. And Kondrakov, our sole pro in that Indy B, now beginning. He is a lap down. Keep in mind, lap cars. The lap cars rule is still in effect. You're not allowed to shoot lapping cars. For example, Kondrakov cannot shoot these people, but you can run into them. So we've got Kotick leading our race by about 100 meters. Jeromu Berdangaranga fighting it out with the Sprinter XLs of their own. And this race is going to be very cool come near the end of it. Right? Like the midway through, end of it, once we're on lap like 5, 6, it's going to be like, oh shit. Oh shit. But Seber's in fourth. We've got our amateurs about, well, a wreck out of Seber. And Titan's going to be able to pass on the bomb. So great situation for Titan. The man formerly known as a cheater, but he's not cheating now. So we'll take that title away from him. He is going to get hit by rockets, though, regardless of cheating accusations or not. That rocket will collide with him. All right, Kippy moving on up. Berdanga's passed up Jeromu. But Kotick, 150 meters in the lead. We can totally do predictions. That sounds good. Do you look at the track list and tell me if there's any tracks in specific that y'all would like to have predictions at, and I can make sure that they are set up for it. Okay, so we're starting lap 4. Keep in mind we had 2 semi-pros and we had 1 pro, so I'm going to flip back a little bit and see how that's doing. Kondrakov is hunting down Tova, and Tova is in that semi-pro. He's right there grouped up with Lopesca, who was his mate with the other semi-pro. Our poor Seber has fallen down, and I think he's going to have a tough time from that position. Jeromu has broken away from Berdang. So first, second, third is still our Sprinter XLs. But we do have an amateur who has moved into the ranks. He's hunting down the Sprinter, and it looks like he will find the pass. Well, we can certainly try to do that. It's a lot of work. Not sure how much time they're going to give me in between breaks. Okay, and the pro pick working out pretty well for Kondrakov. He's caught both of the semi-pros. He's left Tova into an oil. And now Kondrakov, all he's got left to do is hunt down these rookies and amateurs. Oh, do an overall prediction on just like all the track, like who's gonna be our overall winner? Yeah, I could do that too. I could also do like some individual races here at the start, and then like once we get halfway through, I could be like, who do you think's gonna win from here? Yeah. I see what you're saying, Kilobars. It's just I might have to type in like 8 and 8. We can try it. Let's give it a go. All right, gets the pass on Berdang. Kondrakov. We're on the Kondrakov cam here, and that's because he is putting this Indy B to use, and it's a rare sight to see someone working with the Indy B. It does make sense here on this track. It's the antithesis of a bumpy track. If you're talking about a bumpy track, you mean literally any track that is not this track. There are, some jumps like that, but I think this is a perfect Indy B track. And if Kondrakov continues using Indy B the whole way, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But if he just uses it on this track and switches to something else, I'll be really impressed. He tries to connect with Kippy. There are pickups coming both ways. Kondrakov going to be able to recover and make short work of this amateur now that all the pickups have been expended. He's going to be hunting down Jeromu now, our next rookie in the sprinter. And once he can pass up Jeromu, he's got 175 meters in one lap. Now, I don't know why Jeromu's fighting that, because Kondrakov definitely is still going to be able to pass. And now Kippy gets to seize the day and pass as well. Would have preferred to see a bit more defensive strategizing there. But it does prevent Kondrakov from reaching Kotick as Kotick finishes up the race. Kondrakov taking second. Kippy third in that amateur, making that LA 54 work. Good work by Jeromu as well in the Sprinter XL. Not opting for the AMW, notably. Interesting to see, because actually AMW is in the lower car class in this session. And Tova beats out Lopesca. Burdang falling down greatly there by the end of the race. Titan not able to make anything happen. And Seber having an unfortunate race on the Sprinter XL. It is points. It's IO points. Okay, let's get a prediction rolling. See if we can do it. Now, keep in mind, if we're doing predictions on every track, I'm going to keep these rolling. So it's going to be like 30-second predictions. We're not doing like 5 minutes to choose who you think. It's like, all right, boom. So don't horn like hell, says Sever. Okay, Lunar is up next. And, of course, if I miss anyone in the predictions, my bad. But it is what it is. This is 30-second poll. So if you want to get your channel point predictions in, you don't have a lot of time to do it. So just rip it. If you have someone you think you want to win Lunar, and we'll be on to the next one. So, yes, you're absolutely right, Power. It's looking like a Sprinter XL exclusive, but it's important to remember, besides Kotick, no one really made that Sprinter XL work very well. In fact, our semi-pros and pros tore it up. It's just that Kotick won. He broke away early on that Sprinter XL. He didn't have to fight anyone, and it worked out for him. So we got some people who are not switching to the Sprinter. It's going to be Kippy sticking on the LA, and he did very well with that. No surprise there. And Titan on the Addion. And Titan is moving, but it's fine. It's not a big deal at all. Just a little... Why are you moving? Stop moving! But it's a whole field of Sprinters here. Okay, and Lopesca with the lead, and the oil is going to hit everybody. Lopesca, smooth sailing. Let's head to the Lopesca cam and see if he makes a mistake here. And Titan's still patiently waiting. Yeah, it's a slope, yeah, but you're not supposed to press the acceleration or reverse button. It expressly says it in the rules, okay? But we're moving swiftly along here. Lopesca's going to take the stairs rather than the ramp, and he is going to be moving on for his next lap. He's got a 45-meter lead already on the rest of the field. Let's see if how Kippy is doing. Okay, Kippy's got a long ways to go. Titan's got about 350 meters thanks to picking Addion. Yes, yeah, exactly. We've got Amai here being the referee. I'm not trying to referee. I'm just trying to talk here, which is exactly what I'll do. Hopefully on the game a bit more. Because I do just be talking about just about anything. But a Kotick with a bomb. These sprinters are grouped up. Jeromu having an issue, not exactly where. Maybe just taking the turn a bit too tight. Kotick can't pass on the bomb. We've got Kondrakov taking the ramp. We've got Tova taking the ramp as well. The safer route, but we are on rookie cars here, so I would like to see a little bit of riskiness. They can probably take a pretty clean straight route there across the stairs. keeping Lopesco within arm's reach, relatively speaking. They can't exactly see them, but it's not a full breakaway like we saw away from Kotick. But I think part of the reason for that is because these cars aren't tightly grouped, and so there's not a whole lot of pickups being used, etc., etc. Kotick, unfortunate with the bomb. Shout out to Urak. Cheers. Cheers, Powerade. Okay, the fight between Jerome and Kotick. Oh, he's shooting himself. Always a pleasure to see when that happens. Okay, so Kondrakov switched to that rookie, and it's not working. I think he might have a DC on our hands here. Titan chose the Addion, and he has cut about 150 meters off the gap, but he's got a lot left to go. Back to the front, we've got Lopesca. He's leading, lap 4, 75 meter lead. Tova, huge gap. Jeromu popping the battery, maybe not the best spot. It does work out. It does work out. Kotick holding strong despite that bomb, and Kippy, our amateur, is trying to move up into the ranks of the rookies. It's been a challenge so far, but I feel like it's a more peaceful driving experience. It just so happens that these rookies got separated from each other, but usually this isn't the case. Usually if you've got people with 4 people driving the same rookie and they start hitting each other with pickups, they'll stay like grouped up. But so far there's just no interaction here between them. But normally there would be fighting here in these upper ranks, and that would give someone like Kippy the chance to close a whole lot of ground in an amateur car. So I don't necessarily think that we'll be seeing a Sprinter XL exclusive. But I think after this track, we certainly might see something like it, for one lap at least, or I mean for one track at least. So Titan has managed to pass up Seber. He's hunting down Burdang. He's still got a lot of work left to do. Lopesca, meanwhile, starting his final lap. He's got a 100-meter advantage, chilling Tova and Jeromu. Finally, a fight between some of our rookies in that Sprinter XL. Oh, man. And honestly, some nice shots by Tova. And we've got Kotick here in the mix as well. Oh, this is anyone's race here, at least for these back positions, and they are front field positions. But Jeromu, he speeds away and he lays that fake. Oh, Tova. Kippy passes up Kotick, making the amateur work somewhat. This isn't the end of the lap. I forgot. This is lunar. So Tova blows up due to a fake. He drops an oil, but neither of them collide with it. I just completely messed up everything in my life. Okay, we're good. Kippy wrecks, but he recovers, and the zap out of Kotick. This could be extremely sad for Tova. Oh. Wow. Second to fifth in an instant there for Tova. Right there at the very end. Burdang has a bomb. How's he going to blow? Straight forward. And he's going to finish right there ahead of Titan and Seber. Finishing up. And we'll be headed next to Castle 2 Reverse. So Lopesca won that one. And yes, I am the casino administrator. Thank you very much. So Lopesca, number 6, wins that one. Starting our next one. Come on, work with me. I almost spelled it Kudik. That would have been almost something. Okay. All right, we got all of our people. 30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds. Get your bets in. Who wins Castle 2 Reverse? We can look at the cars right now. Give y'all a chance. We see Kippy sticking with the LA54. Titan on the Adion. Kondrakov has swapped to the R6 Turbo. Rest of the field, full sprinters. And we do see the cheat tags for Titan and Kondrakov, so shout out to that. Congratulations to Ama and Lopesca for winning. Okay, we are ready to go. I don't know. Titan is a spectator, though. So Kondrakov gets bumped. Pushes him forward a little bit. Very nice. Okay, and our sprinters are away. Our sprinter enjoyers. Okay, and already the pickups coming out. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Kippy loves this. Kippy benefits greatly from this. Sure, Lopesca escapes once again because everyone else uses pickups on each other, then wrecks. And so he gets to escape right there at the beginning. We'll see if Kodak's able to track him down. But this is great for Kippy. These cars continue fighting. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I crazy? Like, because this is the second time, maybe the third time, I guess, that we see people just, the sprinters not really fighting. I mean, they shot one rocket. Sure, they shot a rocket. We see, Kodak holding close to Lopesca. Well, we saw him drive over a pickup, so he has something locked in. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair, Parrot. Kodak running straight into a fake, but gets a very favorable outcome. It's almost like it didn't hit him at all. Now, I'm curious, what does this guy have loaded up here? And I know you might be wanting me to check the backfield a bit. We do see Tova moving into third. He's shocked. He's used a zap. Tough. And the double battery out of Berdang and Kippy. It is going to collide, but it's on a straightaway, and they both recover with nothing to speak of it. Lopesca and Kodak still fighting it out. So that is a battle for third, fourth, fifth on our hands. It looks like more pickups getting used, possibly. Berdang going through the chair, and he gets a triple rocket, and he expends all three into Tova's backside immediately, and it does collide. He loses 2 positions. Lopesca gets hit out of the way by Kodak, and he continues on. And you know what? There's nothing stopping me from showing the distance mod. If we want to do that, I could pull it up right now. I think I will do that. I might not. I'll have to find my Revolt folder. That could take me a second. But we've got a race. We've got a race. It's just all moving so quickly, But the pickups are being used in quick succession. And Tova is taking the brunt of just about every single hit. Kippy has glided on into third place. And that pickup has been taken, I'm assuming, by Lopesca. So he might be trying to cycle for a battery here. He's out here in second place, so he doesn't have the best odds of picking up a battery, but it could happen, I suppose. Kippy has been hit. And the R6 from Kondrakov has been quite silent. But it's making waves now. Berdang sliding. Tova dodging the oil. Kippy runs into the oil. Great recovery work for Tova coming in here. Lap 4 of 6, Tova hunting down Burdang. The Adidas sponsored crew, the Slav crew. Burdang, honorary Slav. He does pop the Burdang special, the battery zap, but then he runs into a fake, and then Tova pops a battery of his own, and he's going around and down. This is a tricky spot to be a sprinter, batteried up sprinter, but he does make it all the way through, holding on to 4th place. Kippy is going to be hunting him. Burdang has lost a lot. Tova's got a bomb. And Kondrakov with that R6 turbo. He is making it work so far. Kotick has pulled away from Lopeska, as we saw a few laps back, and he's held on to that advantage the entire time. Kippy versus Tova. Kippy is in a class above Tova here. So, but Tova does cycle into a battery. He's going to have to dodge some rockets. He does, but he slides off the cliff, and he's got a bomb to boot. Kippy passes him up. Lopeska gets passed by Kondrakov in the R6 here in some of the final turns. Kotick finishing up our race. Yep. Kotick winning this one. Kondrakov in 2nd. Lopeska 3rd. Kippy 4th, maybe. He's getting hunted by Tova. Tova finds a new pickup, but he goes just a bit too far, slides, flips over, and Burdang is hunting, but he gets shockwave. Beautiful execution there by Tova. It does indeed create an area of effect around your car. So Tova making good use of that. And so Kotick winning this one. So let's head to oh man, it's not working with me right now. Kotick got nothing. So we are going to do a refund. Nobody bet on Kotick. So we are refunding those. Prediction is coming. We're heading to Skating Toys Redux. Please work with me. This is so scuffed. Okay, cool. We got 9 people in this time. Yeah, just go. All right, here on Skating Toys Redux. That's right. All right, pickups immediately coming out. Kotick getting the upper hand here. Seber taking a dip. Okay, and we have a lot of sprinters here finally. 2 RC Sands coming out. Kondrakov and Lopeska. We got Kippy still rocking the LA 54. Tova on RC San as well. Burdang waiting on a, what is that? Adion, of course. Okay, I thought Adion, but it kind of looked like maybe something else. Like, anyways, Kotick is leading. for now. Ooh, Star coming out. Oh, Jerome had a battery and he doesn't get zapped by Kotick thanks to the invincibility frames from that battery. Not only bailing him out of the Star, but saving him from the zap, I think. Well, I guess he gets immunity from the Star, maybe? Not sure, but he's chasing down Jeromu still. Or rather, the opposite way around. Jeromu trying to escape Kotick at this point because Kotick has been leading. Not just this track, but a number of our other tracks as well. The balloons! What the... What? He kicked him out of the skate park. He said, go home, bro. You live right there. Go home, bro. You live right there. Seriously, we don't want to be around you anymore. You smell terrible. Go take a shower. Jerome is still hunting. Our RC Sands already moving up here. And of course, the LA54 by Kippy going a bit wide there. He's got Lopeska and Tova hunting him down as well. As we flip forward, we are kind of flipping all around here. Apologies. We see Jeromu and Kotick up there in the lead. Okay, pretty smooth sailing part, especially on a rookie car, I feel like. So we'll move backwards a little bit. We've got Tova trying to hunt down Lopeska. He pops a battery. An interesting spot, but it allows him to take a shortcut over the railings. Smart move by Tova, but he gets hit by that shockwave. He had to slow down to avoid the zap, but he moves right on into it. Hard to avoid that out of Kippy when Kippy's hunting him down, but then Kippy runs into a rock. And then he runs into another rock. And then he runs into a fake. And Tova's going to find the pass there on the RC Sand. 4 laps here. Skating Toys Redux. We're about halfway through this track. And unfortunate flip from Tova. That area is a little bit trickier for lower class cars. Meanwhile, Lopeska trying to get his way in. Jeromu struggling through the half pipe area. Oh no. Oh, someone has been in the laboratory studying their oil placements on that one, because that was a repo straight back into the oil. Someone went full Dexter's laboratory there. In single player to find that one. Maybe it was just an accident, but either way, Kotick versus Kondrakov. Kondrakov missing the water balloons, and Kotick shoots the water, or he gets the zap. Welcome in me, Deku. Good to see ya. Lopeska, in the meantime, he's very thankful for this entire exchange. So he's going to be moving up here in the final lap, about to begin. And this is going to set him up perfectly. And now Kondrakov is also in the RC Sand. But Kotick is in that Sprinter XL, which is a class below. Taking different lines, almost colliding. Cycling. Kondrakov too focused on trying to switch pickups. Runs straight into the fence. But Lopeska takes a very wide angle down the stairs. And Kotick, one of our dark horses here. Kotick has been tearing it up. And he might even win this track. Of course, we've got some trickier areas ahead, because I think Lopeska and Kondrakov will be going quite fast through the dirt if they can reach the dirt. Lopeska gets passed up by Kondrakov, and there's a good chance that they're going to be fighting each other here for second place, which will allow Kotick in the Sprinter to win. We'll see. It looks like there's a ceasefire for the moment. Neither one of they both have pickups loaded. All right, Lopezka making me eat my words there. He shoots the water balloons in a straightaway. Didn't get. He actually kind of helped Kondrakov out. He set him up for the 180 there really well. The U-turn effect. Kondrakov popping the battery since he knows Lopezka has no pickups. He goes for the shortcut. Doesn't get it executed as well as Tova did, and Lopezka has got a bomb on his back. And thank you for that. And let's see how the explosion goes. Pretty clean. Goes into the grass. He's all good. And I don't think there's a way for Lopezka to fight this back. Kotick is in that sprinter, a rookie class, and he beats out the two amateurs. And honestly, should RC San even be amateur? I think RC San is listed as advanced, right? If we're doing AMW as advanced, I'll have to check back in on the car list specifically. But Tova, pretty straightforward fourth. The Adion of Berdang in fifth. Kippy in that LA 54, not able to get his feet off the ground. Jeromu having a rough race as well. Lopezka anti-shout out to Lopezka. An anti-shout out given to Lopezka. I think that's the first time we've ever seen an anti-shout out. And certainly the first time I've ever seen it in this channel. So huge non-anti shout out to Ama for that anti shout out being given to Lopezka, the first of its kind. So we will do the predictions again. Let's see, how was it? Kotick, nobody betting on Kotick again, guys. If I'm going to do the predictions every single fucking track, pardon my language, then y'all gotta bet, okay? It's an exchange. It's a handshake. Now we're back down to 8 players, I see. So here's the list. I don't see our 9th player, so I'm just gonna keep it moving. I don't think Titan's here anymore. House always wins. I have to type the bets every time because it's like I don't have an option. Just after this one, we're gonna do predictions for the entire race, and that's it. And that's it. We're done. We're done. So don't worry about it. So this is. I'll pull up our standings. This does not include skating toys. But I'll show you all the current standings minus skating toys. We got Kotick with 63, Lopezka 51, Kippy 45, Jeromu 42, Kondrakov 40, Tova 33, Berdang 29, Sever 23, Titan 17. Numbers, names listed next. We're here on Holiday Camp. I feel like Holiday Camp, this should be a good track for I feel like Holiday Camp should be a great track for the rookies. I mean, for any car that isn't a rookie. Am I correct? No, that's right, because I mean the total track distance is all about the same. But I just can't help but feel like a car with great top speed is going to have an advantage here. But regardless, we see Jeromu, Seber, both going with the Sprinter. Kotick in the LA 54, I do believe. And that is a Sir Gleam, I believe. And we've got Berdang on the Adion. And we've got 2 more Adions, Skippy and Lopezka, and Tova on the Sizzler. Back to the front field. Jeromu has managed to break away in the Sprinter XL. Seber doing well in second. He's about equidistance between Jeromu and Kotick. Okay, and the Adions are away. Tova leading the pack of semi-pros, but he does collide with the greenhouse window, or the doorway. Kippy gonna collide with a fake from the sound of things, maybe a bomb. Tova. That Sizzler, a wide car, not too well adapted for a track like this. We're gonna see on through Burdang's screen. Actually, we might see through Lopesca's. Look at that. We've got lots of narrow pathways coming up that Tova is probably going to struggle with in the Sizzler. He makes that work. Let's see about the entryway into the pipeline. He almost makes that work. It was almost very impressive out of Tova. Just about made it through. So Lopesca leads the charge of semi-pros. He's got 350 meters to close. So keep in mind, if you are just now joining, if you maybe don't know what's going on here, this is the Featherweight Carnival. All car classes are allowed. We have selected 3 to 4 cars for each class, and you can choose. Poor Seber is going to... He would be taking a dip in the cool waters of that river, but we are here in California where there is no rain, and so there are no rivers. So he doesn't take a dip. Jeromu, Kotick, not going for the sprinter after he's had so much success with that sprinter, right? He's in the LA, right? Yes, he is in the LA 54. I started to kind of doubt myself because it's like he's been so successful in this sprinter, but he's making the LA work so far. I kind of lost my train of thought. I was saying something that was relatively important. Lopesca continuing to lead the semi-pros, and he's doing it by a nice margin. He's already got about 100 meters on his semi-pro brethren here. Kippy, Tova, and we see Konjakov in the Sir Gleam. He's a pro car who's finally been able to move up. And that's right, I was explaining the rule set. So we've got all different classes represented here. For example, Jeromu in that battery is in a rookie car, whereas Kotick is in an amateur car. But depending on the car class, each car has to have a forced delay at their start time. So for our Adion racers, Burdang, Kippy, Lopesca, all these people in the Adions, it's semi-pro. And I think they have to wait 45 seconds behind the other car classes before they can begin. So there is a trade-off there. There's an element of strategy, especially here on Holiday Camp. We've seen people not opt for the rookie, except for Jeromu and Seber. And Kotick is, wow, he has got a great oil setup. Now, he does get hit by that star, but that oil is going to hit just about everyone that goes into the green room, and we can watch it here, too. Let's see if Lopesca knows about it. He's 2 wheels in. Kippy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And actually, Tova lays another oil. So this is just going to be a wall of oil for Konjakov. He does manage to get around it, but he is going to collide with the second one. Might have been just better to just go full speed through it. So Konjakov is our only pro here. So he had to wait 55 seconds after the race started before he could begin. But he is already finding some positions on these semi-pros. Tova helping Kippy out. Interesting. Interesting. Seber is getting knocked around a bit, but the pickups colliding with the Sizzler there. Okay, and Kotick has once again managed to break away, and I think we've got some people who bet on Kotick. So now Urak referencing teams races. Shout out, classic. Konjakov is our only pro here. Everyone else here is definitively not a professional. But he is, despite being a pro, he does use a shockwave at a bona fide straight arrow, straight line that Tova was driving down, so it's not going to affect him as expected. The pickups are coming out. The rockets. Konjakov going to be putting in much less effort to dodge oil that time, but I think it would have come out a lot better for him if he had done that last lap and then done what he did last lap this lap. So interesting there. Unfortunate situation. Kind of you go left and it's right, and then you go right and it's left. Jeromu dangerously close to Jeromu with him having that zap on him, and he has to stop for the fake. But Konjakov drives straight through it, dodges it, runs into an oil, but it's not going to affect him too much. And our Sir Gleam here on lap 4 out of 4 is closing the distance. Kippy had a horrible bumpy section here. and he is possibly going to get caught by Kondrakov in the final straightaway. We'll see if Sir Gleam's got what it takes. He will not be going for a pickup. He might already have something loaded. Kippy does take a pickup, and it's a bomb. So Kondrakov, no pickups, but is just going to aim for the pass, and that's just not going to happen. I would have liked to see him just take a pickup, but it is what it is. Sometimes we're disappointed by people's decisions in life, and Jerome finishes up in 4th, Lopeska in 5th, Tova in 6th, Berding in 7th, and you know what? And Seber finishing up his race as well. You like that camera? The Scenic camera coming in hot right there. Okay, so I am going to take a gap in posting in predictions. We did have Kotick winning that one, correct? Can I get confirmation just because the race did end? I'm 99.9% sure it was Kotick, but I just want confirmation before I give the points out. And I'm also going to show you all the new standings. And we will head... Okay, so Kotick did win that one. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so the points are released to Kotick. Now, we're not going to do bets this time because I'm showing the standings. So, it is... Is that updated? It's not quite updated yet. Hold on. It is now Kotick with 113 points. Lopeska 78. Kondrakov 76. Now, y'all are saying only amateurs and rookies are worth here, but Kondrakov is the only person to use a pro in our lobby, and he's done it twice, and he's sitting in 3rd place. So, sure, maybe Kotick doing the absolute meta strategy here. But it seems like Kondrakov seems to be doing something off meta and making it work to an extent. But we'll see if he locks it down by the end. And Kondrakov missed a race, that's right, because of Lunar, his client bug. So then we've got 78, 76, 75 there between Lopeska, Kondrakov, Kippy. Bit of a gap for Jerome, bit of a gap for Tova, bit of a gap for Berdang, bit of a gap for Seber, and I think Titan has dropped out. Those are MotoGP points. Thank you, Powerade. Yeah, I can't change that. I don't know how to change that. I'm not like a technological magician, so I don't really have the capacity to do things like that. So those are the wrong points. Enjoy. More time for predictions, am I right? More time for predictions. So Tova opting for a different car here. I thought that's a Wild Star, but it's the Roadstar, right? The Roadstar. The Wild Star is the Pro, right? So this is the Roadstar. It is a rookie car. So Kondrakov has opted for the rookie. Beautiful use by Tova. Yes, it was on a straightaway, but Kondrakov wanted to turn there and he couldn't because of the shockwave, and he collided straight into the wall as well. So excellent execution by Tova. The pickups are the rockets may be coming out of okay, not going to collide with Kondrakov because Kondrakov preemptively uses the battery and starts escaping away. It's not the best place for a battery, especially if he runs into the grass like he did there. But he does escape the rocket at least. It didn't come out the best, but it was a cool move. And he hits Jerome with the fake as well. And he's kind of breaking away here. Lopeska with the rookie as well. He's on that Sprinter XL. Seber, Sprinter XL as well. These are all rookie class cars, so they're able to start the race straight away. Kotick was in an amateur, so he had to wait 10 seconds. But he's doing great work here. He's had a smooth, clean drive. And he's got the battery, and he's cycled for more, so we'll see what he's able to do from the backfield. Kippy and an amateur as well. Berdang sticking to the Adion. Yeah, I don't think I'll be here on Friday. I do hate that. I really hate to miss 2 sessions for Division 2, but it is what it is. In the meantime, Tova tearing it up here in White Rose Castle. White Rose Chapel, with the Roadstar. Jerome and Kondrakov trying to chase. White Rose Castle would be like a cool crossover track. Like part of it was White Rose Chapel, but then you went into like Castle 2 Reverse or something. I mean, thematically it would kind of fit. But regardless, we are about halfway through. Actually, we're not even halfway through the track yet. So those upper class cars do have a chance. But in the meantime, the sprinters are fighting it out. Konjakov pops the battery. He tries to get past Jeromu, but Jeromu's locked and loaded with the rockets, and he sends him back. Rose Castle EX. I like that. And that was a fake, right? No, it wasn't. Obviously not. Oil in a bit of a strange spot there. And we've got the Kotick cam here. Kotick has been winning a lot of races, and he is going to try to win some more, but Oil is not going to be helping him out. We'll see how many positions he's able to recover from these rookies by the end of the race. Lopeska set up for that ball accidentally, perhaps, by Jeromu. And we see Tova is 125 meters out in the lead. A beautiful oil by Jeromu. We didn't quite see it, but we did see Lopeska get affected by it. We heard it as well, if you were listening closely, or if I have my game sound up enough. We do have Lopeska popping the battery, and he does manage to get by Konjakov, who was in some downtime looking for another pickup. Jeromu blows up. I think he might have laid a fake there, but Lopeska did not run into it. Lopeska pops the battery now that he's escaped, and he does manage to not wreck, and he's chasing down Tova. He's just about cut this gap from Tova down in half. Tova now only about 75 meters, whereas he was previously 125. Another oil from Lopeska very deep on the inside. Konjakov will run into it. Kotick will run into it. Jeromu will run into it. One after another. The star comes out. They're all tightly grouped up. Did anyone have an anti-star? No. Kotick trying to move up the rank series in the LA54, the amateur vehicle, but he's already passed up a number of these rookies, and he's got a bomb. Konjakov does as well. We'll see if Konjakov blows up, and then maybe Kotick can pass it on. No, unfavorable bounce for Konjakov makes it so that, or for Kotick rather as well, but beautiful bounce for Kotick. And he gets to just keep on rolling by and say, hey, no pass, no problem. Konjakov trying to shoot him with rockets. He's too far away. Those aren't going to collide. And Kotick is going to throw away a zap in favor of some more pickups here. Interesting decision. Does make sense, though. And Kotick finds a battery. Not the best place. He is going to have some landing issues out of the chapel. He does find that pickup. I think Konjakov... Well, he definitely doesn't have a zap. We'll see what he's got. He does have something. It's not a zap, though. Konjakov is going to have to sit that one out. And I'm wondering... So Konjakov had a zap and he just didn't zap Kotick? I don't know, man. Maybe he was going for a ceasefire strategy and Kotick threw that in the garbage bin. But hard to say. Lopeska exploding. Very favorable bounce there. And let's go ahead and check out our first place. It is Tova starting our final lap. He's 100 meters out ahead of Lopeska. Lopeska is dropping the gap, though. I think Lopeska is batteried up. He's been cycling through very much so, looking for pickups here that he can use. Specifically the battery and oil as well. Fakes could be decent. Maybe a ball bearing, but who actually wants a ball bearing as their pickup? Pretty much nobody. Moving along. 40 meters away, 50 meters away, 60 meters, 70 meters, 80 meters is Lopeska. And he has, I think, fallen out of this battle for first. He lays yet another super tight oil. Kotick with the battery. He might be dodging it. No, he's too far on the inside, and he runs straight into it. Konjakov has fallen behind Jeromu. He's got some water balloons. The nice part about the Featherweight Carnival is these pickups are so impactful. Jeromu and Konjakov both running into the oil. Tova does finish up in first, and we got Lopeska in second. Fourth, fifth, Konjakov and Jeromu. The bomb for Jeromu. Konjakov's got some rockets by the looks of things. He dodges the oil. They both dodge the oil. Another oil from Jeromu. Onto Jeromu. Jeromu gets favorable bounces, and he is unaffected by the oil, but he didn't find a pickup, and so he had nothing that he could use against Konjakov there. And it is going to be Konjakov sliding into fourth. Well executed there by Konjakov. Kippy in sixth. A quiet race for him. Berdang, not much going on here for him either on that Adion. And it's starting to look more and more like a Sprinter XL exclusive. What do y'all think? Man, it looks like Lopeska very upset. in the post-game chat some words to say about Tova. So yeah, congratulations to Tova for winning that one. The one time that we don't do a prediction. Yes, so we do have the amateurs that are doing pretty well, but at the same time, are they doing that well? Because Kotick just came in third there. Which I guess, Kotick's been tearing it up. We'll allow him one. Spa Vault 1. Record time. Get your predictions in. We are good to go on my side. We're headed to Spa Vault 1. Just so you all know, the next tracks after this, we've got Botanical Garden EX, we've got RV Temple, and we've got Sakura to finish us off. I don't know if I'm allowed to post this, Lopesca. Let's not do that, man. I'm going to deny that one. I really don't appreciate that. Alright, moving straight into Spa Vault 1. No, it's not. Okay. Already a big collision. Tova, our leader. Maybe he can stop Zap Lopesca. Really like to see that. It is spinning out. Kondraka versus Tova. Now, Lopesca does do the jump over, but he loses speed. They're all going to have to go lower. Tova is the only one who managed to escape via the upper shortcut section. Yeah, well, Tova made it work, though. He did. He did make the shortcut work. And so everyone else is grouped way back. All the sprinters are out. Kondraka, Jeromu, Seber. Now, Kotick does find a couple passes. A nice shockwave onto Jeromu as well. LA54 making it work. Mahim. Now this should be good for Kotick. He tries to zap Kondraka. Kondraka using the battery here. I mean, it's not as... And Tova falls down and he's zapped on the stairwell. I had to cut myself off because I saw that coming from a mile away. Kippy is sitting in third. Kotick is going to be chasing down Kondraka. The bomb on Kondraka, and he's just a little Sprinter XL, right? So I think Kotick is looking really good here already on lap 3. He's passed up all of the rookies, and he's going to have a much easier time on that shortcut. It was too long for me to see. Very, very nice, Alma. The bomb from Kotick, this could be the reversal of fortune that these Sprinter XLs needed. Maybe if they can just get close to him. He's going to blow up at a very unfavorable spot as well. He has to drop down. I maybe would have just waited. I don't know what y'all have done there. Kippy does find the jump over for LA54, and Kippy, who hasn't been at the front field for a bit, I think. He is managing to find a race here where he could potentially win. He's up against Kotick. They're in the same class of cars. Rocket is somehow not going to collide when they're literally 2 meters away from each other. And they're here on lap 4. Pickup cycle for Kotick. Maybe could have held that rocket for the bridge here, for the ramp here. Maybe he's holding it as shockwave or something. He finds the zap. Oh, the response, and he has to drop down, whereas Kippy can go up, I think. He is going to risk it, and he finds it, and he finds a pickup to boot. Didn't mean to go 8th place here. Kippy, and he gets a bomb, and he gets shot by a rocket straight, but Kotick fails! And Kippy passes that bomb straight back over. Really was not expecting that. And he's straight into the oil. Wow, the trap. He said checkmate. He said checkmate. Knight to e5. Yeah, that's checkmate. Meanwhile, Tova and Jeromu for 4th, 5th. But Kippy's looking pretty good. Okay, some pickup usage by Tova. Again, this was an area where I feel like it could have maybe been saved for the shortcut attempt, but it looks like the sprinter really struggles at the shortcut anyways. Not especially when you launch it like that. Now Tova is going to get wrapped up in Burdang of all people, just totally randomly. But Burdang, actually no, Burdang is moving up in the ranks. He's got a podium spot here on Spa Vault. Okay, now can he do 150 meters? In the meantime, Kippy, it was not a checkmate after all, because he has let the window back open. And Kotick moves into first here on the final lap. Burdang with the Addy on, the semi-pro. He's going to be trying to hunt down the front two, but he's got some more trouble than that on his hands, as that little Sprinter XL, the two of them, is going to be hunting him down. The Burdanga. Oh, man. Burdell, man. Look, he's just taunting these sprinters. He's like, oh, no, you can pass me. Oh, yeah, you can pass me. You can pass me. No, well, it's fine. I'm not going to catch you. Meanwhile, a bunch of people having to drop down. Kondrakov, Tova, Lopeska all have to drop down. But Jeromu got the jump, I think. Did Jeromu just pass up all of them? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about the screen. But we do have Burdang just going to be finishing up in third. Jeromu with a nice finish as well. And Oil coming out, going to hit all three. The Three Stooges here in the back. And it is likely going to be Kondrakov winning 5th out of that. Tova 6th, Lopeska 7th. Nice one, Amma. Nice one, Amma. Okay, so let's get our predictions going. Kotick won that one. No huge surprise there. Actually, it was kind of a surprise because we thought Kippy was going to win that after some strong pickup usage. He kind of got him locked down, but it didn't work out. So Kotick is going to be winning that one. Okay, next track. Botanical Garden EX. I think we had another dropout here. I think we're down to 7. Botanical Garden is back up. Okay, we got 2 LA54s, we got an Addion, we got 2 Sizzlers, and we got our 3 Sprinters. The Sizzlers coming out. Now, I thought Sizzler was an acceleration-based car. I thought Sizzler was a very acceleration-geared car. So I'm surprised to see that Sizzler is the decision here out of if you're going to go with the Semi-Pro. But maybe it is the highest top speed out of all the Semi-Pro options. Okay, Powerade, good call. Top speed is lower than average. I would say this is a pretty top speed geared track. Lopesca getting a lovely little bomb to start us off, but into a battery, so it kind of balances it out. I don't know. I'd say he probably got the upper hand there. It gave him kind of a bee sting, but then got a whole lot out of it. We got someone asking if this is wrong during the track. Oh wait, did somebody have a false start or something? I guess we'll figure that out soon. In the meantime, just to catch y'all up on what's going on, Kippy and Kotick are two amateurs with the LA 54, and they are obviously neck and neck. They're 60 meters back behind our first rookie. There's only 2 rookies being driven on this track. 3. Jeromu had, he was typing or something on that sprinter, so he fell back real quick. But out of our semi-pros, Berdang is leading. He's got some instability, did have a battery. Kondrakov and Tova duking it out with their sizzlers. Well, unfortunate situation for Jeromu, but obviously we can't restart. Now, Sizzler is not going to be too well geared for that situation either. Again, such a wide body compared to a lot of the other car options. Berdang has been showing some signs of cracking here in this session. I wanted to see more out of Berdang, but he's been running into some spots. I'm like, come on, man, we got to keep it together here. Kotick versus Kippy, second, third. They both passed up Seber. They're hunting down Lopesca. Lopesca, the lone rookie, out in the lead for the moment, 75 meters out ahead of Kippy and Kotick. And Kippy does have a pickup. We don't know if Kotick does or not. He does have a battery. Hard to know if there was a ceasefire between them or not. Again, it's not something that's communicated between the two, but it could be a favorable situation for you to hunt down the first place. But keep in mind, we're not using MotoGP here. We are using the Revel IO. So if you get third place versus second place, it's a 1 point difference. If you get second place versus first place, it's a 1 point difference, which is not the case in MotoGP. So there is a little bit different strategizing going on in this scenario than in MotoGP. It's minor, for sure. It's minor, but it does happen. As far as, when to use your pickups, what you're focusing on. Kotick blows up. I think that was a fake that Lopesca hit as well. But Kotick tries to zap either of them, can't do it. Kippy hits him with a rocket, and any allegations of a ceasefire have come to a close here, as they have made it very apparent that they are, in fact, hitting each other with things. That star out of Kondrakov. Yeah, we got the game of Cougar and Mouse. Nice. And how do y'all think about the semi-pros on this track? Because so far, it doesn't look like it's been... I don't know. They've got some time. They're starting lap 4 here, so we got 2 laps left to do some stuff. Lopesca has finally been passed up. I'm sorry that I didn't cover that for y'all. But we do catch the response out of Lopesca, sending a rocket straight at him. And continuing on, I think we just had a DC on our hands. But Kotick and Oil for that Lopesca is going to spend a lot of time in. And Kotick zips on by. the fake, that was a very heavily disguised fake. It was so disguised that you could only see that little pixel of it sticking out of the ground, and it was still enough to blow up Lopesca. It was less like a fake pickup and more like a landmine. I feel like a landmine pickup would be a great pickup to add to Revel in the future, like in 2033. We could start having some new pickups, and like a landmine would be cool. But obviously, I'm kind of just blathering here because the races have mostly chilled out. We've got Kippy, Kotick, Lopesca is our top 3, as it has been. Kondrakov trying to chase down Lopesca, and I can imagine he'll not have too much of an issue doing so in the Sizzler versus the Sprinter XL. He does hit a fake, though, and this could keep going. It would be quite the sight to see a Sizzler lose in a 1v1 to a I almost said to a Lopesca, but to a rookie. But the pickups are working wonders. Now Lopezka does run into that oil, hits with the shoots the shockwave rather, but it doesn't connect. Kippy finishing up in first, Kotick in second. Kondrakov is actually going to be moving into third. Lopezka in fourth. Berdang taking a dip before he begins his next race. Jeromu had a rough one, and so did Tova. The jokes popping off in the chat. Love to see the chat popping. All right, so we had Kippy winning this one. And I didn't put a Kippy option because I'm going so quickly. So full refunds. That's awkward. There was no Kippy in the predictions. So, okay. I was like, oh, we're down to 7 people. We're here at RV Temple. And we've got Kotick, Kippy, Berdang, Lopezka, Jeromu, Tova, Kondrakov, Sever. Boom. So we see the Wild Star coming out from Kondrakov. They're pretty welcome in Ertzu. Two LA 54s, an Addion, a Sizzler, and a Wild Star walk into a bar. That's my joke. That was my joke for Joke Hour. Lopezka tries the jump shortcut in that Sprinter XL, but it doesn't quite work out. Sever is struggling. Thank you. Thank you all. Cheers. Sever teleporting around. We've got Jeromu and Lopezka still racing with 4 wheels on the ground and not spinning out everywhere. You can still hear Sever right there. They're behind him, though. I think the radar bug, maybe. He's still in this race. Kotick and Kippy staying true to LA 54. Sever lagging. Tova just now starting there on the Sizzler. Berdang just now starting on the Addion. And our Wild Star. What is going on? We got our Wild Star for Kondrakov. That's right, Alma. The Bertha be ballin'. That's how you know. Because the Bertha ballin'. Alright, let's give Kondrakov a second. I want to put the spotlight on him. He chooses the Wild Star. He's certainly making it work so far. Now, right when I say it, it starts to find some instability and to find some more. And so we're moving straight off him. Don't honk at me like that, Kondrakov. Don't honk at me like that. One honk is fine, okay? So we got Jeromu leading the race by 70 meters. He does Sprinter, perhaps not the most well-equipped car for this track. Our Sprinters are having some issues. I'm surprised Lopezka didn't find more trouble in that jump shortcut than he did. And our LA 54s are approaching a fake out of Lopezka hidden perfectly. It's really upsetting to see someone curse the Wild Star. I know. And I hate most of all that it was me who did it. But it is what it is. These Sprinter XLs kind of looking like chum in the water for these bigger cars who are already starting to approach them. They're just really slip sliding around on this texture and on this rather bumpy texture of the track. Water balloons, a total backfire for Lopesca as Jeromu hits him with the zap on the upslope, and Kotick is going to escape across the bridge if he can find the stability to do so. My, what a rickety drive that was. I was going to talk earlier about LA54 and how stable it looked compared to the Sprinter XL, but put a battery in his hands and it was just like all bets are off there. Kippy moving into second, Lopesca in third. We'll see how long Lopesca is able to hold on to that in the Sprinter class down. Kondraka with that Wildstar 130 meters back behind the semi-pros. We'll see if he's able to bring it out. Kondraka is the only person who has brought a pro to this event so far, and he's done so twice. He's done once with the NDB, once with the Sir Gleam, and now once with the Wildstar. 3 very underplayed cars in my opinion. Jeromo still finding trouble on the very first ramp of the lap. He gets rocketed by Kippy. Kippy moves into first with the amateur class car. Sprinter XLs. Nice, dude. Nice one, dude. And Sprinter does truly excel from the looks of things. These LA54s are not able to escape. Lap 3 4, whole lot of time left to work with. Kotick in third. I think that was a shockwave from Lopesca, but it looked like he got hit by it. I'm not sure what happened there. The semi-pros are still battling it out, but Burdang and Tova both struggling in their own ways. And look at that Wildstar. Just look at that Wildstar. Actually, don't look at the Wildstar. Look away from the Wildstar. Don't look directly into its eyes. You'll make him very nervous. And that's the last thing that we want. The fake is going to come out. And the zap to boot. Burdang going to be sitting still for a while. And as we watch our new lap begin, you can see just how close that Wildstar is approaching. And this other semi-pros too. They are really approaching these lower class cars at this point. Trying to close that gap here on lap 4 of 4. Kippy 50 meters out ahead of Jeromu, who is still managing to excel against all odds. Kotick is trying to hunt him down. He's a car class above him, but it's making it look like they're evenly matched. It's incredible to see. Lopesca, he does dodge the oil. Not the most undercover. Definitely not a psyop kind of oil there. Just a very, very out in the open, clear as day kind of oil, so he's going to be able to avoid that. All eyes on Tova moving swiftly along. All eyes not on Kondraka, as we are checking in on that Sizzler. We got the Sizzler hunting down Lopesca, and with a rocket to boot, he'll be moving on to 4th place. Now, this race is ending. It's coming to a close here for our front field racers. Kippy with the LA54 and a okay, and the LA54, and he's going to continue on like nothing happened. And he's going to go ahead and finish up the track. A nice little shortcut finisher there that he does not know about. And he almost would have completely blown the race if Jeromu was anywhere near that. Jeromu does know the shortcut. Kotick third. Tova finishing up on that Sizzler. Wildstar not able to catch. Wildstar in 5th. Lopesca against the Addion, and he's gonna make it work. No, he's not. He's gonna go. What the? Okay. Deep breaths, Honk. Just chill out, Honk. Just chill out, Honk. Don't start yelling. Chill, man. Chill, dude. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. That was totally a 6th place for Burdang, but I'm calm. We're gonna act like nothing happened. And we're going to move on to our next race. So we had Kippy win that one with 10 points. Kippy is going to nab up all of the doubters. About 1,000 points going to whoever put their 10 points on Kippy there. Okay, we got a couple more races left to go. Actually, we got one race left to go. It is Sakura. So, Sakura. Who wins? Kippy. Jiromu. Kotick. Tova. Kondrakov. Lopeska. Verdang. Sever. That should be everyone. If it's not, too bad. Predictions are up. We'll go ahead and go to... yeah, thanks for... It's okay. I think you can say that. But if I am being double standards there by allowing that word, then please call me out. Obviously, I don't know every language in the entire world. Okay, let's update our standings. Now, keep in mind, these are with the wrong point scoring system, so you can mostly disregard these points, but it kind of gives you an idea of where everyone's at. I think we've got Kotick in first, Kippy in second, Lopeska maybe in third, maybe Kondrakov in third. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Powerade. Okay, so again, not accurate points. We're using the IO points in this game, but it kind of gives you an idea of how it's going. Yeah, there we go. And our sprinters are away. We predicted that this would be a Sprinter XL exclusive, and in some ways it was, some ways it wasn't, some tracks it was, some tracks it wasn't. It's certainly looking that way on this track here, though, and I kind of didn't expect it, although I guess it makes sense. It is a technical track. It's good to use that rookie, just get that free time advantage. The pickups are coming out in full force. Jiromu running out of Zap at the perfect time. Seber going to lose a lot of time to slowly, cautiously move up to that star. But everyone knows that somebody wants to get that star, at least one person on this track every time. And so they're going to be stockpiling, looking for batteries. Where is my battery? I need to be able to deal with this star when it comes out. And so they're going to be fast cycling. The hit onto Jiromu on the bridge is the perfect time to hit someone. And the bridges can really mess people up. And you can really compound the issue by throwing someone off on that bridge. Now, this jump doesn't look to be the safest for the Sprinter XL. Aish. Might have been able to do pretty well with the LA54. Not gonna lie, this might have been an LA54 track. The battery comes out, the star comes out. No one has stockpiled a battery for that. Kippy moves up one. Yeah, almost fell straight into that hole. We got Kondrakov on the Adion, keeping it fresh, dueling with Verdang there on the semi-pro. We'll see if he's got what it takes to catch the field. It looks like Sprinter XL has been the meta, as predicted by GeForce and some others, and it has come into fruition so far in a few ways. It has not always been the case, but as far as I'm concerned, rookies and amateur were the star of the show here today, and it is continuing on that way so far. Of course, it is kind of a falsehood, because you look at these first 3 laps, for example, and you say, oh, well, there's no way anything but a rookie can win this. But the thing is, you got to wait until the very end, especially for like semi-pro pro to be able to catch. Now, Lopeska's spinning around every which way there on the bridge, and this gives a little bit of room for Tova, Jiromu, and Kotick to try to catch up, especially since they had clean bridge sections. We've got Kippy in the LA54, and look, Kippy's not going to have any of the issues that the other racers have, especially with that battery to boot. Dodges the oil a little bit wide, drops down, and starts his next lap. He's looking strong, heading into second, trying to find second, but he runs into Tova's bumper instead. GeForce and some others. GeForce and some others. GeForce's mothers. Yeah. Shout out to GeForce's lesbian mothers. Anyways, moving swiftly along, we've got Lopeska with the zap. So, I'm sorry, that is complete slander. Okay, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. We've got Kotick, who has moved into first place. Yeah, no problem, GeForce. Yeah, man, all good, man. Shout out to them. They deserve it. They deserve it for making you. Anyways, Kotick, Lopeska, first, second. Lopeska has been failing the bridge section. He's been struggling on it. Anyways. Kippy is in. I wondered, I said, where is the LA54s here on this track? Because there are some finicky jumps here for the sprinter. And Kippy has been making the LA54 work. We're here on lap 4 out of 6. It's not done yet. Kotick has been running very strong, and I wouldn't... Oh, Kippy, come on, man! Head in the game! You got it. That is a fake every single time. That's a fake 365 days out of the year. It's floating up in the sky. You're there at a ramp. Lopesca hits the rocket onto Jeromu. Continues on with his life. Kippy moving back forward. Some struggles out of Lopesca. Early success for him, but some struggles as of lately. 50 meters between Kotick and Kippy. Nothing that Tova could do about that fake. Nothing that Tova could do. All things considered, good execution by Tova. He nails his jump as well, the kind of double jump scenario that Sprinter has to go through. And man, do we have a lot of Sakura left. We've got 2 whole laps of Sakura left. So Kippy has got to be feeling great about this. He's a big fish in a small pond. He's got the LA54, an amateur against all of these rookies here in the front field. Tova, Jeromu, 3rd, 4th. Kondrakov in the Adion starting to move up somewhat, but a disastrous oil execution. Now he does land a ricochet rocket, but it didn't hit Berdang, and he's up in the grass every which way. Oh my, it might be Berdang might be the semi-pro to watch here. As he goes with the battery, he doesn't even go on the inside because he's got another battery lined up into a bomb. The battery bomb. Jeromu's got a battery, passes up Tova, instantly gets hit with the rocket at a very unfavorable spot on the track. And things are going every which way here as we head into the final lap of Sakura. Kotick's got a battery, and he is going to have a smooth landing with it. 30 meters out ahead of Kippy, and he's not going to be in range for that oncoming rocket shot by Kippy either. Kotick's going to be starting his final lap. He's looking smooth. He's cycling. He's got water balloons. We'll see if he finds any oils. Meanwhile, Tova, Berdang with more batteries. He's hunting down Tova. This is something we've seen before. He does find the pass, but for how long? The rocket's queued up, and he's had some issues with making sizable gains here. Kotick, in the meantime, we are flipping every which way. It's a flurry. We've got Kotick first place, Kippy second. 40-meter gap between Kippy and Kotick. In the meantime, Berdang defending against Tova, and he's taking the super safe route, but he's in like 3 car classes ahead of Tova, so he's feeling pretty smooth about that one. Kondrakov in the Adion as well. He's going to be trying to pass up. And moving back to the front, we've got the end of our duel here. Kippy versus Kotick. Kotick has managed to hold strong the whole way through in the Sprinter XL. He even nails that double jump. And we'll see what he's got. Any oil or anything to lock it down? No. He does have a battery though, and he finishes up straightforward. Kippy in second. Congratulations to Kotick for an insane race. He's stuck on that Sprinter through a lot of the race, but he switched to the LA54 a good amount too, and he made it work no matter what. Kondrakov finding 4th place behind Berdang, but ahead of Tova, and Lopesca had a rough race there on Sakura. It looked like it was really going to go well for him. Ultimately not, and Jeromu finishing up, and Seber finishing up after that. And that will be it. Yeah, I cannot provide the correct points, unfortunately. But cheers to everybody for enjoying the races. Yeah, I agree with you there, Lopesca. That was kind of what I worried about with some of these tracks with the Sprinter XL, but y'all seemed fearless into it, and I salute you for that. Everyone forgets RC San exists. Interesting. We did see RC San come out in one track. We saw it on one track. And if I look at the track list, I might be able to find it. Let's see what scene are we going to. This one, let's go for this one. So we've got I think it was Holiday Camp. We saw like RC, or maybe it was White Rose Chapel. I don't know. I think I agree with you though. I think RC San's going to be kind of broken. That is the end of our session today. I also think that the AMW's in semi-pro. So I don't know. I don't know. Is that terrible? What do y'all think? Is that bad? It's probably pretty bad. The full-on X is advanced. That didn't get picked. Is that bad? R6 Turbo got picked once or twice. I don't know. Yeah, that's that's true. That's true, Kilobuzz. Okay, but we are done here. We'll see if it gets switched up any. I'll give the predictions for y'all. And can I get one more confirmation that was Kotick, right? Who won? I was so much was going on once again that I had trouble keeping track of who actually won the race at the end of it. So can I get confirmation that it was Kotick? No. Jacob did not win. No, he did not. Who won Sakura? Titan won Sakura. Okay. Really funny, guys. Seriously, we're dealing with channel points here. Okay, people's lives are at stake here. You know, honestly, I don't even know why I commentate sometimes when I've got my boy R6 Mass Turbo here. So I don't know. We might reevaluate. Can y'all confirm that the Kotick won though before I? Shout out to Felipe. Honestly, Felipe making big money moves here in Division 3. Yeah, we might have to. We might have to have solo commentary on R6. Yeah, I think they should be able to handle it. They should definitely be able to handle it. If y'all are wondering what I'm waiting for here, I'm actually waiting if someone would confirm that it was indeed Kotick who won this one, because I'm scared of giving points to the wrong people. I would love if Amma could host the session. That would be great. Was it Kotick who won? I feel like it maybe wasn't. I'm talking about Sakura specifically. If no one can respond, then nobody gets any points. So let me know. In the meantime, we will have Division 2 on Friday at 19 UTC. Hopefully we can get a backup commentator for that. I will be available on Saturday at 19 UTC for Division 1. And also will be available for the RVEC, I hope. Hopefully. But I'll definitely be there for Saturday. So please, if anyone can get back to me on Kotick, I'll be DMing people, I guess, and y'all enjoy your day, and I'm out. Peace. Great. Yeah, the K Quartet back in full effect. Okay, the results are in. So we're not piecing out quite yet. But Amma, can you tell me who won Sakura? Can I get confirmation? What it was Kotick. Thank you. Thanks so much. Cool. Okay. Okay, all channel points are out. All outstanding dues have been paid. If we can show the standings, if we're updating the spreadsheet, I can show that. Otherwise, I guess we'll call it here. So let me know if we're updating that Google Doc, or if I'm going to close it off here. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. Congratulations, Urak, for all those points, betting on Kotick there. And we will see you next time. Hopefully, we can get somebody on Friday. We'll definitely get somebody on Saturday. Thank you, GeForce, for tuning in. And thank you everyone else for tuning in, for having a good time, and for chatting. And we'll see you next time.